What's going on, guys? It's your boy DeAnte, Break the Cycle section. How you doing? And welcome to this week's forecast on the dollar index. First of all, if you're brand new to my channel and you get any value from these videos, be sure that you click on that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you never miss an update when we drop another strategy video, another forecast video, another signal video. You don't want to miss none of that, guys. So be sure that you click on that notification button as well as subscribe. Also, while we're going through this chart markups, if you have any questions about anything, just drop a comment down below this video. I'll try to answer all of the questions that I provided. Also, be sure to check out our free Telegram channel. That link is also down below in this video. Inside that Telegram channel, I'll drop weekly signals. Also drop all my chart markups as well as tools, tips, and strategies, all for free inside that Telegram channel. So go ahead and check that out. That link is right down below. And if you're brand new to Forex or you're a veteran looking for that extra edge in the market, check out our academy, breakthecyclefs.com. Inside my academy, not only do I teach what I do step by step, I also give you strategies, tools, Forex templates, signals, daily signals. We give that all out in our academy, all inclusive, all right? Along with our support community of over 500 traders that's always there to help you if you have any issues or any questions about anything regarding trading. Our community will always be there to help you, all right? Now that we got all that out the way, let's check out the dollar forecast for this week. Let's go! Last week we charted up the dollar. We like to watch the dollar first because it kind of helps us get a pulse on the rest of the market. Between gold and the dollar, we can kind of determine what other currencies are going to move, right? So last week we looked at the dollar. We saw that it was in the little zone here, and basically we were saying, look, these were just nothing but retest, right? We had this nice impulsive move up, and we stair-stepped down, creating lower lows, right? And we said, look, this is just a retest. We've been waiting for the dollar to buy up for what, 2 weeks now, 3 weeks? And so last week we were saying that dollar was going to break above our top trend line, come down for a retest, and then go all the way up to about 94.11 is what we're looking for, right? So we're looking for the dollar to buy and the gold to sell, right? So let's check out what the dollar did. Here's the same market we had from last week. Here's how that played out. We see that the dollar indeed did buy up. It didn't do a retest back to our trend line, but it did retest the previous high right here, okay? See, dollar broke past the previous high and then retested, and then it shot up to our target, 94.44. So that pretty much played out. Do we think that the dollar is done here? That's the question, right? So let's look at the higher time frames real quick. I just want to see how everything's playing out here. So the weekly is still looking good for the buy. All right, let me delete some of this stuff up in here. Let's see. I'm just going to remove all this stuff, guys, because we're going to end up recharting anyway. All right. So you see here on the weekly, basically what we did was we dropped the fib from low to high over here. It's not completely all the way down, but basically low to high. And we saw that the dollar hit our second kill zone level, and we were just waiting for this thing to buy up, right? A little ugly inverted head and shoulders here. Then we finally got that impulsive move, all right? So I'm still expecting this to keep on going up, at least to 96.11 after the strong push up. But my only thing with this now is that right now we're at a key resistance level, all right, guys? So with last week pushing up so hard, I want to see, especially in the first half of this week, if it start to get like a little bit of a push down or like a retest back down. So in order to see something like that, what I want to do is I want to drop down to a lower time frame. Before we do that, let's throw our EMA on here real quick. All right. So the weekly is still overall in this bipoma, right? The reason why we call it a bipoma here is because our 50 EMA is still above a EMA 200, right? Our 50 EMA on the like the 1 hour and the 4 hours is like it shows us the intraday trend. Okay, so this is still very much it could still pull up pretty hard. Okay, especially after this huge drop right here. So basically, we're playing off for a couple of things. We had this huge drop right here earlier in the year, right? So basically, we're waiting for this to pull back before a possible continuation back down. Okay. So for now, though, I want to see it at least come up to the EMA 200 or retest this level right here, which is around 95.70. All right. So let's break this down. Let's go down to the lower time frames. This weekly chart is still valid, so I'm just going to take a picture, and then we're going to see what kind of pullbacks we could expect, what kind of entries we could expect in the lower time frames. All right, guys. All of the charts tonight are being dropped inside of our free Telegram channel. So once again, if you're not in there, you're definitely going to want to get in there. Okay. And then there will also be transferred over to our Slack channel, guys. Okay. So weekly, the dollar overall, we're looking for it to pull back. Let's see what kind of smaller moves we could catch on the smaller time frames, all right? So here we are in the daily. Our markup from last week is still valid, guys. Like, we really don't have to do too much to it. We're just going to reiterate what direction we think we're going to go. So we really don't have to add too much more to this, but we're going to drop a couple of fibs on here, and we're going to see what can we possibly come up with. Overall, though, this is what I want to see. Possible pullback to here. And let's just make this our first target for now, okay? Because this was an inverted head and shoulders. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It's ugly, left shoulder. This head did kind of push past that left shoulder, then a right shoulder. Then we finally started we broke the previous high over here, made a lower high, and then now a higher high. Right now, we're expecting this, well, I'm expecting this, okay, to pull down, maybe down to the 50 EMA. We might get a wick down to this level right here. So between 94.52, let's say 93.89 and 93.57. So in this zone right here, somewhere in this area, here we go. This area right here. I'm looking for a possible pullback from anywhere in here and here, okay? Then another push up, all right? So the thing about this, though, remember today's Sunday, okay? This can just continue to push up, just like we saw with gold last week. It did like one small retest and then just fell out the bottom, right? So even though we're expecting this to pull down, I would be looking around the 50 EMA. All right, wherever price is, right, when it starts to pull down around the 50 EMA, I'll be looking for something for an entry there. Well, not an entry. I'll be looking for it to pull down and then push back up, because I don't really trade the dollar. I just use it as a gauge for the rest of the market. All right. Once it hits here, we really don't know, because we have another strong resistance level. Price broke out over here and really hasn't retested this level yet. So that's what we're expecting. That's what I'm expecting this to at least buy up to, and then we could see what happens after that. All right. Another thing why I'm also still expecting this pullback to come is because I'm looking at my TDI. I'm looking at my TDI down here. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. All right. So I'm looking at my TDI and I see a couple of things. Number one, we have a nice little, like a shark fin out the water. Well, this is a shark fin out the water, but the TDI is out the top of our Bollinger Bands at the top. So it's almost like a shark fin. I expect it to pull back down. Once these cross, right? Once the CDI and trigger line cross, I expect to pull back down to the 50 static, and then we get that push up, right? So once we start seeing this start to cross over and go bearish, you're going to start seeing price pull down. All right, that's how you know. All right, once it pulls down, if this market sentiment right here, this yellow line, this is called the market sentiment. This black line is the 50 static, okay? If this market sentiment, especially on the daily time frame, if it crosses over this 50 static, you could expect dollar to keep going long, okay? But if it just hits this 50 static, this yellow line right here, if it just hits this 50 static and starts to reject back down, then because you're going to see dollar really go bearish, okay? I'm not really expecting that until we get up here, though, all right? So let's check out the 4 hour real quick. Look at that 4 hour. All right. So let me take a couple of this stuff off here. Take some noise off of here. All right. So on the 4 hour, I could move this trend line more right here. Okay. Because now this is the zone that we're in. This is the last push down. We pushed off of this top of the trend line, which is why I'm expecting price to come back down and at least retest this area at some point. Let's see if I can make this a little bit. All right. At least retest this area. There is another area that's pretty interesting. Well, right now, looking at this 4 hour, we may end up getting more of a push up, guys. Okay. The reason why I say that is right here. This TDI. Look at this TDI, guys. Market sentiment is well above the 50 static here, all right? This is still showing bullish momentum, all right? So price may pull down, but once you start to see this TDI start to curve back up, that's when you can expect probably another higher high, right? So we want it to pull down. We may get us under pull down on this 4 hour. Check it at right around this area here, guys. Right around this, where this trend line is. I'm sorry, this resistance level, well now support level. If we start to get rejection off of this, we might end up getting another higher high on this dollar, especially with this double bottom that looks like it may be creating on the TDI. So what we could do is we could drop a trend line. Actually, let me go down to the 1 hour and see what I can see before I do that. We can drop a trend line in the 1 hour. Okay. Drop a trend line in the 1 hour. And as long as price stays above this trend line, you know we're not selling yet. Okay, let me take this to you out. If price doesn't fall below this 4 hour time frame, I mean this 1 hour trend line, you know we're still gonna keep on buying. If we get pushed out, it could be here. One sec, guys. Let me change these colors around real quick. There we go. So either here or here. All right. So just keep an eye on that, especially once you start looking at gold here shortly. Okay. And then that we'll be looking at the next target. So once it breaks this resistance level, then we'll see if it keeps on going up from here. Okay, that's based off of the 1 hour. Does that make sense? And there you have it, guys. That's the forecast for the dollar index this week. Keep in mind while you watch the dollar index, even if you don't trade it, okay, the dollar index is going to help us get a pulse on the rest of the market. So we'll be able to determine what gold's going to do, what indices are going to do, what like Euro USD is going to do, all from the dollar index and how it reacts to world news or to certain levels, all right? So if you got any value from this video, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any questions about anything I covered, or if you'd like me to cover anything else in future videos, go ahead and post this down in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. I do reply to all the comments personally, all right? And as always, make sure you are already subscribed and you click on that notification button, guys. You don't want to miss any updates I put out. And make sure you check out our free Forex Telegram channel. That link is down below this video. That's where I put all my charts. I also post signals. I put free tools and all kinds of free stuff in there to help you take your trading career to the next level. And don't forget to check out our academy, breakthecyclefx.com, if you want to work with me personally, and check out our Break the Cycle FX community. That's it for this video, guys. As always, it's your boy DeAnte, Break the Cycle section, and I'll see you on the next call.